Blueberries. How are you liking? This is definitely going to be, like, I can easily put this in top 10 favorite games category, but it's more of like a personal preference type of thing. Hold on just a second. So my all-time favorite genre of game is survival crafting. And this like 50% of this game is survival crafting. And I'm not sure that people really 139, 158. I'm not sure that people understand, but like you can play this in so many different ways. Like I can play like up here, like let's say right here with my character, and I can play it almost like Dark Souls or Demon Souls. Like it has that feel when you're playing like with this point of view. Obviously a lot less punishing than Demon Souls and Dark Souls, but it still gives you that feel. But then you can also play way out here like a pretty much like a regular MMO. And so I can understand how people look at this game and they interpret it as like, oh, this is just an average MMO. And yeah, okay, we have average elements from MMOs, but we have also average elements from... We also have average elements from like a Dark Souls type of feel. We have average elements from survival crafting games. We even have some like elements that you get kind of from certain first-person shooter games as well. And you also have that element like games like The Division 2 and stuff like that. Whenever I'm using the musket, I get that feel. I always miss that. Farmer gloves. But anyway, they've taken, or at least the feel of this game is like they've taken all these best elements from all these different games and they managed to make them run correctly all together in this game, and it gives you this feel like you can play many different ways on how you feel like playing. You know, just go like that and you have this kind of almost like a Demon Souls type of feel. Then you go way out here, you have an MMO type of feel. But then you can also decide, like, maybe you mainly want to be a person that uses bow, you can do that. Maybe you want to just be a tank, you can do that. You know, it's just so good. They've taken the best elements from all these different games and pulled it off to where they feel successful. And so there's just been so many games that says play how you want to play, and I feel like this game is one of those rare games that actually managed to pull off the ability for you to truly play how you want to play. And I love that. It's amazing. You can actually find what you are most comfortable playing, like what genre are you most comfortable playing, besides like first person shooter, like the actual like first person dynamic isn't here, but in every other way you can play whatever feels most comfortable for you. Yeah, the original build of the game was heavily inspired by Dark Souls, but people didn't like losing all their resources every time they died. It's fun to see how the game changed from being announced to now. I'm excited to try the wars and invasions. I ended up being my group's healer. Oh, nice. I'm just, I'm not sure what I want to be yet. I'm mainly just playing around and getting a feel for everything. And the thing with me though is I like to be a little bit of everything, but I know that I really can't do that. So I'm just gonna try and find what is most comfortable and what is the most fun for me, and then I'll just stick with that. When I jump into any game, if I can be a Viking or I can be somebody that can use electric abilities, that's where I gravitate towards. So if we can get some kind of like gems or something that gives me electric abilities, I'm gonna be really happy. And I also saw that in the shop, in the store, there are some things where you can kind of look a little bit like a Viking. I mean, like that. That's pretty close. I don't like the helmet, but the rest of it looks pretty cool. This one looks really cool too. I really like that. So maybe at some point I'll buy one of these. The weapon skins, though. The weapon skins look really good. I really like the weapon skins for this game. I like that weapon skin. Probably my favorite one that I've seen so far, though, is the Twin Wolves. That looks so badass. I love that. The way that looks. It's just so good. I might play the hammer just because that's probably the coolest... In my personal opinion, that's probably the coolest weapon skin that I've seen so far.